Two, one. And we're live.
Yo.
All right, welcome everybody. It's Hump Date Meets. We skipped a week, but you know, life be like that. Welcome back, Andy. This is our special edition. Also,
Yep.
special guest, my son, sleeping over there or just looking at me. He may wake up and oh, I just realized. Look, there's the daddy life right there. Um, I didn't even realize it's milk. All right, so that's that right into it. Hump Date Meets, where we just two dudes shooting the shits, talking about everything masculinity, health, life, relationship related. Um, what uh, what are some wins, dude? What are some celebrations, man?
Uh, just some normal traveling. Just got back from Vegas, spent some time with the family, so that was good.
Nice challenges.
Um, just getting back into the regular, because I was gone for like almost 3, maybe 4 weeks, so
Yeah,
just kind of trying to get back into the swing of things.
yeah. That's good. Celebration for me today marks his fourth month, so he's exactly 4 months old. Uh, he's like super aware, awake, and that would be the challenge as well. He's been like
Yeah,
super sticky, man. Like literally just working my bicep, and like he's just around 20 pounds now,
yeah.
and imagine just holding him like sometimes half a day, a full day, like 8 to 10 hours straight. I mean, you can put him down, but literally he would just start screaming. So you have to like keep
Sheesh.
swapping. So that's been challenging, and then having to like focus on work. But I'm very lucky. My wife is, we're a team, so we tackle it as a team. So
Yeah, nice, nice.
you,
Oh, I'm hearing a lot of echo myself.
let's see. How is this? Is this better?
Um, yeah, I don't hear anything.
Better. Oh, okay, cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was probably just picking up your sound somehow. All right. Sweet. Any topics that you want to talk about? Specific topics?
Nothing too much. Now, how about you?
No, I mean, all my stuff is fatherhood, not relatable. I'm trying to think. Uh, Pop culture, movie, news. We can check the Instagram, see anything specific. How's everything with you? Good? I know you just
Yeah.
got back with the family and all that.
hmm
Did your partner go with you?
No,
Okay, just
just it
family.
was a quick thing myself. Yeah.
Let's see. Uh, well, we can review some
Mhm.
stuff. Just start with a funny one. I saw it was pretty funny. Don't know if this is this is hilarious. All right, here we go. First one.
Sheesh. Oh, yeah. Mhm.
That dress looks sexy on you. Flirting versus harassment.
Yeah, like I said, there's no such thing as creepy behavior, just creepy men, right?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's pretty funny. Um, it's so true. What is the male? Is it a male equivalent? I guess. I guess it's the same thing, right? If it's like a woman
I
that
mean,
you're
it's the
not,
same
you don't.
thing, right? Like if a
It's
woman you
less,
find
but
attractive versus a woman you don't find attractive.
yeah. I think it's the same thing. Like a woman you don't find attractive, versus one that you do. What's another one? Let's see. Data Don't Lie. Some stuff. Let's watch this one. Okay, let me make sure I play the sound here. All right.
Ooh, yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. I've been drinking a lot less coffee too, because I get heartburn and reflux really easily now.
Oh, damn.
So,
We're getting
uh,
old. We're getting old, man.
yeah, I mean, it's definitely body changing, but I think it's
Mhm.
seasonal for me. Like every year. just once a year, randomly, I'll pick out like random 1 to 2 months, sometimes three. I'll have
Hmm.
to like the weirdest body reactions. Every year is different.
Okay.
Sometimes it's a dry cough, sometimes it's like, and this year is just, it's not necessarily caffeine, but it's something to do with like my heart rate. Like I just, not heart rate, but like I just feel the reflux.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This data from OKCupid is absolutely wild.
Stupid.
I'm going to step out of frame and show it to you. But it proves the accuracy of what we keep saying
Yeah,
and what we
okay.
keep hearing women say about men. Because you've all seen the videos where women claim there are no attractive men anymore, men aren't looking good, men are ugly, whatever. And they say it like male attractiveness has just somehow disappeared from the world. But it hasn't. What's happened is women's perceptions have changed. See, when men rate women, the results were pretty close to a normal distribution. And you can see that on the black line in the bell curve. And most women were around average. Very few were at the extreme ends. And that's exactly how averages work. Most people aren't ones or twos, and most people aren't nines or tens. And men understand that. They look at women and generally see that normal range of attractiveness. But women's ratings of men were completely different. Look at this. The majority of men rated below average. And that shit doesn't even make sense mathematically. Average means the middle. You can't look at almost every man and claim he's below average because that's not how averages work. So when women say most men are ugly, what they're showing is how distorted their standard has become and that they are completely detached from reality. See, the idea of an average man is no longer the actual average man. And this data shows that women see the average man as a 7 or 8. And dating apps and social media have shown women the tallest, richest, best looking men from every city, state, country. And it's all filtered into their endless feed. And what happens is after a while, exceptional starts to feel normal, and normal starts to look ugly. That's how easily perception gets manipulated. See, when your brain sees these top men over and over again, it starts treating that small, very small group of men as the baseline. And then it makes every regular guy become compared to a standard that he was never supposed to be compared to. And this is also why so many women appear to want the same small percentage of men, because they don't believe they're chasing the top 10%. They believe that the top 10% is actually what normal attractiveness and what normal men should look like. That's where the delusion is. And what's really interesting, and I'm going to step out again and show you this, is if we take that same data and we reverse it and ask, how would you rate yourself? And while this isn't from the original study, it's likely an extremely accurate representation of men versus women when it comes to self ratings. You can see the men's side doesn't change much because men are aware of their looks and they're honest about their looks. But now this shows what we've been saying. A woman who is at or below average will confidently call herself a 9 or a 10, not even a 6 or a 7. She's a damn dime. And women themselves not only classify the majority of men as below, but themselves as above average. So, what I'm saying is that women are constantly encouraged to separate confidence from reality. See, every woman is beautiful. Every woman is a queen. Never settle. Know your worth. You're perfect the way you are. And when you hear that enough and you hear that over and over, self esteem becomes a replacement for self awareness. And men don't get that same protection. Most average looking men, they know they're average. Most unattractive men know that dating is going to be fucking hard. Nobody is flooding their comments telling them they're kings and every woman who rejects them is just intimidated. And another massive difference is that women are rating themselves on manufactured attractiveness, makeup, filters, lighting,
Yeah, this is kind of
extensions,
long-winded. I think
fillers,
we
Yeah,
could,
Jesus.
cosmetic work,
I think
plastic
we could skip
surgery,
the
Long.
even
rest.
AI now.
Yeah.
And that changes presents and then how she.
Yeah, well, it gets the point. Yeah, no, I mean it's definitely interesting and true in a sense.
I
Of
mean,
I mean, I don't
look,
I'm
we
not
need
in
to
the
find
dating
out
pool anymore, but
what this sample
Yeah,
sizes
well,
and who
I
got
was just about to say
interviewed
the
and
first thing is how many people there are, you know.
yeah, and
But I would
who
not be surprised.
they
Yeah,
if it was cherry picked. And while I think it's agree, while I agree that women do find themselves a little, they rate themselves higher and men lower. I think men are also guilty of the same, and mostly because of the same reasons he was saying, like social media, but then we have other things like OnlyFans and porn, right? And so now guys are getting unrealistic views of what women should look like and what they should
yeah,
do. And so, you know, I think this was a very cherry-picked, a very, very cherry-picked survey. And they
yeah.
got like maybe different age group of men and a different age group of women in different states. I mean, it's very easy to doctor data, right? Um, but I think the short of it, what I'm trying to say is both sides are guilty of this. I will say men are more realistic of how they look. Like there's a lot of my
Yeah.
friends and a lot of guys that's like, oh man, I'm short, or oh man, yeah, this guy looks better than me. He's probably gonna do better than me if I go out. And
Do,
but
do
you don't
you
see a lot of that on the other side of the aisle.
do you think I was just about to say, do you think men are reminded more of their realistic look or women?
Men,
Like,
mostly because it's taboo to tell look, if I go out and tell my guy friend that he's ugly, that's socially acceptable. If I go out and tell a female friend that she's ugly, all
yeah,
of a sudden I'm gonna be blasted. I'm gonna be like,
yeah, yeah,
oh,
yeah.
you can't say that, you can't say that.
Yeah.
I'm like, why
It,
not?
it reminds me of if you look at the Instagram comments of like the same like or like the type of stuff that men are motivated by. It's like you're a piece of shit. You got to work hard, you know. And then like a woman's motivation is like you're a queen. You're you know
Mhm.
like but yeah, I can't remember some comedian said it actually talking about how like there's no let's say there's two average let's say there's like a two threes out of tens, right? One man, one woman, right? Both are threes. Most likely the world is gonna remind the guy he's a three. But a lot of times the woman who's a three might be, you know, might be told that she's not, you know?
I will say this, maybe this is just personal anecdotes or just what I see around me among my friends and just my community. But guys within a certain range, like let's say an average guy goes in the dating pool, he most of the times I see him with, well, like an average looking girl, right? And he's happy. Um, but whereas an average looking girl, she will always try to date above her. I don't know what you want to say, range. I don't know what to call it, but I see that a lot. And they think they're entitled. I think the way it is the guys more or less know, I guess they're dating attractive valueness or whatever you want to call it, like market value of whatever their attractiveness is. And for the most part, and women, maybe they inflate themselves a little bit. I don't know.
Well, I don't, I'm not sure if necessarily it's they inflate themselves. I think it's the society and the surrounding, you know? And like, because I think men and women are just motivated differently. Like I said earlier, you know?
Yeah, well,
You know what I
I
mean?
don't know,
Like,
but it's like, look, like I said, it's very easy for a guy this or people to say, "Oh, that guy is ugly," versus, "Oh, that girl is ugly."
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah. It's
Right?
because it's um. Well, here's the question though. Here's the question. Why?
Because guys don't get upset and butthurt. It's like, yeah, I'm not the most like
Well, that's what I mean, right? Like, there's got to be a reason. If we go back, why do guys get less upset? It's because probably because we're here more of it, right? And why does that happen? You know what I mean? I'm just going back and going all the way back. What started, right? Because if you're saying like it's more acceptable for people to call a guy ugly, right? That means that there's enough action, right? Enough people who say that get guys to get used to it, vice versa, you know? Um, And I'm just trying to figure out like what was the do you think is the way
I
we're
mean,
raising
it's
boys and girls are different?
maybe, I don't know. I don't have the answer to this. I just know you're allowed to judge a guy based on his height, but you're not allowed to judge a girl based on like the belt size, right? That's
Yeah,
that's
why though? That's the question, right? I mean, why do we, there's got to be a reason why we have that, right? Do you think it's a modern thing? Is it a recent thing, or has it
I think
always been
it's
like that?
definitely was in at least a 10, maybe 10, 15 years, I've noticed.
Hmm.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
all
I'm
I
I'm
think I
sure
still
there's
tie this
still
all back to social
yeah, I'm
media.
sure there's still bullies like girls on bullies, girl bullying girls and stuff. I'm sure that still happens in high school and stuff like that. But yeah, I remember in high school we saw a lot of those, like girls bullying girls, like
I think it's more behind each other's backs than to your face.
yeah, I guess so, yes. It's a
Mhm.
little bit more of that, yeah, compared to the guys. Um, all right. Let's see. Should we pick another one? Oh, this one. Did we talk about this one? The Asian woman who says she doesn't date Asian men?
I've seen that. I don't think we talked about it.
Yeah, I think you sent it a couple times.
You're not sharing anything.
I know, no, no. I'm trying to. Uh, wait, this girl. She's getting blasted, man.
I've never dated an Asian man before. And I'm Asian. Here's why. Growing up across Canada and the United States, all the Asian men I saw depicted in the media were definitely lacking in sex appeal. I think of Long Duck Dong from 16 Candles, who's just this like goofy, silly character with, no sex appeal. And then I think about various kung fu masters who are very strong and competent, but again, like limited emotional range. And so it was definitely heavily influenced by what I saw from Hollywood. Another reason that I don't date Asian men is because I feel like I already have an Asian mom and I really don't want like another second Asian in-law to disappoint. I feel like the expectations are high and I guess like with a different culture, it feels like there's more of a range of forgiveness because you are from like the other, so to speak. And so you're still learning about someone else's culture. I've never dated an Asian man before.
Dude, she's
I
getting
mean,
fucking roasted. So, I mean, it's the funny thing is like she's
look,
actually
this,
talking about a good thing. She's actually talking about an issue, but the presentation of it is pretty terrible.
well, look, this kind of ties in with what the previous video, right? I mean, she's going out there blasting Asian men for lacking sex appeal, and I'm just in the back of my head, it's like, pot calling the
Say it,
kettle
say it,
black,
say it, Andy, say
that's the
it.
pot calling the kettle black, and you just,
Yeah.
I can't speak for others, but when I see her, I also say, well, maybe there's a lack of sex appeal there. What do you think? Well, would you, if you were single, 20 years ago, and
Yeah.
you're at a bar and you see her, is she the first girl you're going up to?
I would be waiting patiently for my wife to show up at the bar.
I mean, no, look, I guess you don't have to answer this because if
Yeah.
you're just going to keep falling back to that,
Yeah.
but I'm going to be honest, I'm not gonna. She's
Well, how
not
about this?
anywhere on my
Let's just
radar.
on the scale of 1 to 10, right? Like she is like maybe a 4, Like, and again, this is just based on this video. I don't know her personality. I don't know anything about her, but based on this video, right? Like just purely on a look, she's probably a 4,
Yeah,
maybe,
I mean, just
you know? So again, going back to this out, I guess the sex appeal one, right? You know? So,
yeah. And so
well,
I
I
don't
guess,
know. This is this whole
hmm.
double standards, like, oh, Asian men lack sex appeal, and then
Do
why
you,
why is it
yeah.
bad for me to say she lacks sex appeal?
So here's a question. Do you think it makes a difference if she is some super like 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10 sexy Asian woman saying the same thing? Do you think people have like do you think it would make the same impact?
Let me put it this way. Um, if I'm trying to criticize someone on their food,
Yeah.
right? And I'm talking to some Joe Schmo at Denny's. And it's like, oh, you know anything about good food? Let me tell you something. Versus Chef Gordon Ramsay. It's like, and I tell him, oh, you don't know anything about good food. What do you know? It's like, I
Yeah.
mean, right? You have to have some sort of qualification to bet. If you, I don't know what, like this metaphor I'm trying to come around to. I guess I'm just saying, when I look at her, I don't see her as some authoritative figure of who's good looking, who's not good looking.
Yeah. I
Right?
just put it that way then. Yeah. Well, or as this guy said, no, let me correct it. No Asian man has ever wanted to date you before. There, I fixed it.
Like,
Who's gonna tell her? Oh man. Um, yeah. There's somebody who was saying, there's a lot of jokes about like, it would be like Asian girls dating like a white guy who was like a 1 out of 10, like it's like that's like the average pairing, right? They would rather take like a 1 from a white guy than like a 6 or 7 from an Asian guy, you know?
yeah, I mean,
Um,
look, somewhere out there, I'm sure someone finds her attractive, which is good.
yeah.
It's just not my cup of tea. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just, from our perspective. But yeah, she's getting fucking blasted. And actually, this reminds me.
look, I don't know. Look, if she's there's two separate things going in play here. There's the lack of Asian representation in more than just a siloed role, the kung fu master or
Yeah, which
the
that part I
comedic
actually
relief,
agree,
right?
right? Yeah, we're
But
misrepresented.
but but is she talking about that, or is she just talking about she doesn't find Asian men in general attractive? Is that right?
That's what I
So
mean. Yeah. Like the issue she's talking about really has really not that much to do with her. She's like trying to justify the fact that she just doesn't find. And by the
and
way, for
that's
me,
okay.
yeah, that's
If she doesn't
okay.
find Asian guys attractive, fine, just
That's
say
okay. You
that. But
don't have to,
don't
yeah,
try to like create this whole thing about Asian representation in media and whatnot. Because
yeah,
that's just a cop out. If you find Asian guys attractive, you would go after them. If you didn't, you won't. And that's just the
yeah.
bottom line of it. And
It's a victim mindset. It's like, oh, I am like this because of external shit, rather than just like, no, I'm just not into Asian guys. Just own it, man. Like it's okay.
exactly own that. But also this ties in real good with the real well with the previous video of, you know, average looking woman thinking they're a lot better looking than they are, right?
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm
yeah,
being a little harsh, but I think she's,
yeah.
average.